Hello everybody! It's your favorite undead MC, second channel Girl Cherry, back from the dead with a very special reaction, because I am on this one. This is the Ben 10 Rap Cypher Omniverse by my good friend Tozoku, featuring some freaking great friends of mine. AfroLegacy is here, Carter Sauce is here, obviously Tozoku themselves is here, and then Kevin Krust and Swizky, who I don't think I've ever worked with before. But they're both very talented people, and I love their stuff. And I love Ben 10. I didn't actually watch Ben 10 as a kid. I didn't get into Ben 10, Teen Titans, Last Airbender, a lot of very popular American cartoons until like my late teens and 20s. But I did watch a lot of Ben 10 later in life. As you can see, this cipher is very new. It just came out like minutes ago, so it's only got 14 views right now. But I watched all of Ben 10 Classic, all of Alien Force. I watched a few episodes of Ultimate Alien before deciding I was bored of that and skipping to Omniverse, and I've watched a good chunk of Omniverse. And I will be repping Gwen 10 here, which is very fun. I've heard my own verse, obviously, but I've also heard an early version of Jason's verse as Ben, because I am going right after them, and I wanted to go off of how they ended their rhyme scheme. Without furthering the ado too much more, link in the description to the original song. I'm going to be pausing a lot because it's a reaction, so if you're not into that, be sure to watch the original first. I recommend it. Also, there should be a little YouTube card in the top right corner, if I remember to put that there. Yeah, that should be all I have to say. Let's listen to a good cipher. Prod, Zeppelin, Edit, Reslet, Artists, all of the people I just said, in this order. I think it's mostly going to be Omniverse footage because of the name and the thumbnail, but I've not seen this video yet, so let's find out. Ooh, I like this video. So it's pretty short verses, but I really like that rhyme scheme in the second half specifically. I like 10 out of 10 with 8 need no X, switching into something better than them. It's a really good rhyme scheme. Jason is just a great fit for Ben. They're probably the person I associate with Ben 10 the most in like nerdcore. Maybe Kevin Krust because he did that one great cipher, but in my mind, Jason is the Ben 10 guy. But let's listen to my verse and see if it's any freaking good. I've not heard the mixed version ever. I don't think. Asking to catch the static, the splash with the abracadabra magics and the black cat masking the damage and feel it in my veins like my anatite heritage. Catch me in the green machine with Kev whipping in the front seat, cruising for smoothies until we get lucky. You know what? I'm gonna wear that like a badge of honor. You deserve it, Jason. You killed it. You missed a word. It doesn't say damage in. This is actually the second time I've rhymed heritage with bring the damage in because it's a really good rhyme, I think. Yeah, let me break down this verse real quick. So better than them into when it's Ben on the bench, then you know Gwen on the mic, because she's picking up the slack when Ben isn't doing the fighting. Splashed with the abracadabra magics is actually the very first thing I wrote for this verse, because Gwen is a magic user, and I thought that would be really funny to rhyme on beat. The canon is never quite able to make up its mind on whether Gwen's magic is actual magic or something she can do because her like great-grandmother is an alien with mana powers or something like that. So I was sure to reference both, which is what Anodite Heritage is in reference to. Black Cat Mask is in reference to her Lucky Girl persona, which is the thing she did when she was jealous that Ben was getting all the attention as a superhero. So she put on this Black Cat Mask and went around calling herself Lucky Girl and using magic as her superpower. And that's when she really started doing a lot of fighting, I think. That was early Ben 10 Classic. And then... because Gwen and Kevin are dating, and Kevin does all the driving in his green sports car, which doesn't have a name, so I thought it would be funny to call it the Green Machine, because that rhymes. And Gwen always sits shotgun because Kevin makes Ben sit in the backseat so he can sit next to his girlfriend. That is a reference to the Mr. Smoothie, which is a place that in Alien Force and Ultimate Alien, Ben and Gwen and Kevin hang out a lot together. They just drink a lot of smoothies because that's what they do in that show. And then you know what Get Lucky means because I'm already talking about Kevin, but it's also another name drop to Lucky Girl. It's the first time I actually say the name Lucky in the verse. Okay, that was enough yapping about my verse. Let's look at other people's good rapping now. We have Swizkey, I believe, as Grandpa Max. That's good. I love that. Ooh. I really love Let Me Give It a Whirl. That was really fun. Oh shit, I don't remember who Phil is. Is that Kevin's dad, possibly? I don't remember who Phil is. That's on me. Everybody in the comments who knows Ben 10 lore better than me, remind me who Phil is. I really like Eating Up a Beat Like It's Out of This World in reference to all the weird shit Max cooks for his kids. Or for his nephew and niece, I guess they are, right? Grandnephew and niece? You get the point. The Null Void reference was good. I love this. Oh shit. Beat break. Here's Afro as Kevin. Okay, that's an obvious bar. Obviously he had to say something about keep the metal on me. True. Moves adapt and I get Protean. I love that. That's a Pokemon bar. Oh no, I accidentally hit mute. What happened? I paused and I hit mute on accident. Okay. Rook's in your corner. That's a chess bar right off the bat. I love that. Also, I forgot until reading the frickin' description for this that his name was Rook Blanco. I totally didn't remember that. Rooks in your corner, don't hit my line or you're going down. Square up and you might get this pro to get the toolie out. Red spots to your dome, I ain't the only one who's getting clown. Magister with the mag looking magic when I ballad it down. That's great. Be landing hit after hit. Catch me rocking with it. Lose the armor, we throwing fists. Plumber pulling up to clean the mess, but y'all ain't shit. Tracks a proto truck, left the wreck, it's omniverse when I spit. Afro and Carter are great choices for the cat. I really like the casting on this cipher in general. It's a great choice. And then Kevin is Azimuth, which is kind of a surprise pull for Cypherverse. So let's find out what Azimuth has to say. Hello? Unpause, please. Talk. Froggish eyes, 3 inch size of a genius kind with peace in mind. Cause it ain't an omniverse if I don't drop in a rhyme. Good. So better catch my delivery. It's the Galvin Prime. You couldn't walk a mile in a mile with no parallel. Ooh. Do that again. Walk a mile in a mile with no parallel. When a vast array of patrons across space are in peril. I made your wrist equip a drift of fate genetic erasure. Cause I'm a man of action. You better be prepared to meet your maker. Man of Action, Meet Your Maker is very good for the creator of the Omnitrix. I love that. Man of Action, of course, being the studio behind Ben 10, so literally the maker. Let's play it out for the homies. If I had to pick a favorite verse, it might be... I think it might be Jason's, honestly. Azimuth's was great, too. I mean, there were no weak verses. but I think my favorite is probably the first or the last verse. Yeah, excellent cipher. This was in the damn studio for a while, just because life got in the way for a while. This one was cooking for quite some time. Let's go ahead and leave a comment. Never mind, I don't know what I'm gonna say yet, so I'm gonna do it when I'm not on video. But thank you so much for watching this reaction. If you guys enjoyed it and stuck all the way to the end, be sure to tell me who your favorite verse was in the comments. And go ahead and say something, include abracadabra in your comment so I know you made it all the way to the end. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check out the original cipher because it absolutely deserves the love. Add this to your playlist. It should be out on all streaming services soon, if not now. Okay, it's up on streaming services already, it looks like. Yeah, so add this to all your playlists, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching.